This is the Elysee Palace. You can see behind me, and the delegation, the motorcade from Deputy President Paul Mashatile, arrived just a few minutes ago for that luncheon, but absolutely no doubt that one of the key topics that he and the French President Emmanuel Macron will be discussing straight off the bat at that lunch will be what happened in the White House yesterday between President Trump and President Ramaphosa. Another fractious meeting, another extraordinary Oval Office showdown. If you remember in late February what happened between President Trump and President Zelensky. Well, President Macron has also had a working visit to the White House previously earlier this year. He will be able to expand some of his thoughts to the Deputy President, and he will also want to hear from Mr. Mashatile how he thinks there could be the further ramifications and consequences of what happened in the White House. But they are also here to discuss bilateral trade ties and investment ties between the two sides, and so that French-South African bilateral relationship will also be part of the discussions this lunchtime.
Yeah, trade definitely top of mind. We know that the Deputy President has been pushing for a doubling in trade between the EU and South Africa.
Yeah, that's right. There's this South African-France investment conference that there is now an idea to hold more regularly and try to use that as a deadline for both economies to increase their trade by the time you hold the next investment conference. There is a lot of different sectors inside South Africa where French companies have a foothold: oil and gas, chemicals, agriculture, retail, rail, for example. They also want to make sure that there are areas where South African companies can come here to France and the wider European Union to invest, and there's also the aim to try to increase the flow of tourism between the countries.